Welcome to our first Futurvia Minds interview series with professionals. My name is Johnson, and today we are here with Charles Yang, who is a USC Marshall Business Analytics Master's student. So, Charles, how are you today?
Hey Johnson, thank you for having me today, and hello everyone. My name is Charles. It's my pleasure being in this remote session with you all. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Johnson.
Yeah, I'm doing good too. So before we begin, I'll just introduce myself and then you can introduce yourself too. So I'm currently a high schooler and I'm also planning to study business and computer science related subjects in
Mm-hmm.
university. And
Mm-hmm.
I read that you not only study business, but you also have some technical skills in
Sure.
computer science. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or data
Yeah.
science?
Sure.
Yeah.
Data science. Yeah.
So would you mind explaining or introducing yourself a bit, what your academic background is, perhaps?
Yeah. So to give you like a brief overview, I first did my undergrad at New York University with a bachelor's degree basically in econ and math. It's like a joint major. And then I also did like a minor in business studies. And currently, as you said, I'm pursuing my master's here at the University of Southern California. It's actually my final semester, so I'll be graduating this May. And yeah, so basically over the past few years, both academically and professionally, I've had tons of experience involving, I guess, like the intersection of business and like data analytics, which is like more programming technical based. Do you have any like specific questions you would like to ask me about?
Yeah. So since you said you studied economics and math at NYU, and then you went to USC for business, right?
Yeah.
When did you realize that it was important to combine these two separate majors? Like, when did
Uh,
you think that it is important to learn a bit of these technical, maybe computer science skills, and to combine that with these business economic skills?
That's a great question. I chose this like business analytics major like for my master's program because at the time when I was like applying to graduate school, I just sort of focused on where like I'm strongest at. So like where my competitive advantage is. So I guess like at the time, like I have like those like I took some like business courses and also some like econ and math related like econometric courses. So like I do have like a decent theoretical business domain background. And at the same time, I was like very into programming stuff, even though like I like to be honest, I didn't take much courses related to it. So like I took like a few Python intro courses. But like I really want to get into programming. But at the time I know like I'm not going to get into like those like entirely like CS programming like programs. So I basically consulted a few alumni, like talked with some professionals, I guess, like career service analysts, and then yeah, they introduced me to this like program. This like I think it's pretty I wouldn't say new. It's like still pretty relevant because like it's just started like BA and like DS. It's just got started in the past like decade, and so like I think this area will be like a great one to pursue, I guess. So that's why like I chose this like sort of like you call it the intersection of business and like computer stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so was it like a program which taught you both, or is like
Sure.
separate?
Yeah. So business analytics is a little different from like data science and like computer science. We especially like my program is like business school, so like we had like a lot of courses related to like specific business domains like marketing, finance, and like supply chain stuff like that. And that's and those like courses are solely related to trying to like sort of help you learn the industry first, so like learn the industry like jargons, stuff like that. And we also had like data driven courses that's like solely teaches you about like how do you use Python, not for programming but like for like analyzing data sets, making like visualizations. And yeah, so like like combining both courses, the goal is basically to build like a version. It's like, you know, both the industry and then you have the technical skills to do those like important like data analysis, and then to drive those meaningful insights. Yeah,
Okay.
that's sort of overview.
Nice, nice. That was a really, really good response. So I'm also curious, since you said you basically did two courses, right? And on your resume, it also said that you did that while having a near perfect GPA. So could you bring us through what a day would be like for you?
You mean like at my time during my master's studies at
Yeah,
USC?
yeah.
Oh yeah. So like I gotta be honest, like ever since like high school, like school, like grades isn't too much of like a worry for me, because
Mm,
like I just like all I do is like about trying hard, like actually care about it, like not like, you know, like I don't have like much, I guess, like smart way of like going to get like group grades. Like right now, like I think a typical day at USC is basically just going to classes, and then we also had like these events. We call it like career service events, which is basically help you to finding a job, which is not really related to grades. But like yeah, so typical day is basically going to classes, and I guess really focusing on those classes, not just listening to it, but like actually participating in it, because we do have like a session of our grades. It's accounted to not just like attendance, it's like to participation as well. So you need to not only like passively listen to what the professors are saying, but like proactively speak up during discussions, and actually internalize those subjects and materials. So so that basically gets you help you get the most out of the classes during lectures. And basically when you are going back for like review for exams, you already have like a decent knowledge of the material. And then what I do is basically I go through every slide but like not trying to memorize them. As I've said, it's like more about like internalization, like you internalize. It's same thing like about like your resume building. It's like it's not about like remembering, like trying so hard about like remembering all the stuff you have done. It's
mm,
about like learning the it's about remembering like the big subjects, and then you have like a few good stories to tell. So like it's the same thing going back to school. It's the same thing. Each chapter there must be have like a big topic, and
mm,
then you sort of like after going through like each slides, you can just like reflect on it in your mind, and
mm,
then it just helps you to memorize stuff. And then and then we also have like courses that's more like practical, like you gotta write like multiple lines of code, and then really just like that really just requires a lot of practice. I have to say, because like when I first got into this program, like the first few semesters are pretty tough, I have to say, because like we have like 5 courses, and then we basically, we go to school like 5 days a week almost. and then basically the homework for like a single class might take like for 1 week might take like over 10 hours just to
Wow.
learn just to basically go over. But like I guess this is only my standard. I
Mm,
have to be honest because I do have like friends they don't really care about grades, so like it only takes them like a few hours to finish it. And then plus like we all know like there's like AI today, so like ChatGPT stuff like that. So like this standard I set for myself is it's mostly because I want to find a job. I do want to take the most out of this program. So like I really want to learn the materials because not only you want to get those interviews, but you want to pass them, right? You want to actually make yourself marketable and then actually prove that you're marketable.
mm,
So during interviews. So that's why like I actually try very hard and the like with all of the projects, all of the assignments I've done in the past, either it's coding or like simply like a project management stuff related. But like for every project, I think there's like value out of it. So like I do try hard in every single of them. Yeah, just to help myself find a job. So like
mm,
there's this innate motivation inside of me. So I don't really think about grades. Like sometimes like the semester passes so quickly, I don't even realize like I got an A like
mm,
in the end. Like I don't really care about like the like the exam like grades when they are out. Like I just like check them like in the end. But like yeah, like I focus on the progress rather than the result. But like I guess if you focus pretty hard on the progress, the result is gonna be great. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I love that way of thinking, like, because what you're saying is you want to actually absorb the material, so
Yeah.
during interviews you can present yourself as someone that actually knows what you're saying, right?
Correct. Correct. Yes.
Um, and you also talked about how grades matters a lot because, well, not really grades, but the content matters a lot during
Hmm.
interview when you're trying to find a job. But do you think supplementary like projects also help a lot? Like for example, maybe you'd start a small project related to data science, etc. Do you think that matters as well?
Yeah, yeah. So like as I've said, like content matters when you're getting test on it. So like we might get like online assessment just for the sake of testing whether you know Python or not. But a lot of times what matters the most is like the behavioral questions, which requires you know about your past projects a lot. Like you need to really know about those projects, and I really mean it. Um, like they might ask you questions like they might ask you like general questions about like tell me about a time like about your like leadership experience, about your like team working experience, or about like multitasking stuff. But at the same time when you are talking about your projects, uh they like it's basically it's also they're testing whether it's legit or not. So
Mm,
like because like nowadays like we all know like resumes like people like make them look good, make
yeah.
like push them right. So like at the same time when they're asking these like like it sounded easy behavioral questions, they're basically trying to test whether or not like you what you wrote is like you totally understand what you wrote on your resume. And also at the same time they're of course they're testing their like your like logical like communication skill, like whether you're like we even have this like star format, we call it like situation task and then wait star sta I forgot what the a is but like it's like a situation result and stuff like that. You gotta follow the logic
Mm,
when you're expressing yourself. And it's also about telling your project in a way that sounded interesting to your audience, at the
mm,
same time sounded legit to your audience.
mm,
So of course, doing a lot of projects that's like relevant to your study, to your like career, it's definitely a lot like very very helpful. And
mm,
but like I gotta be honest, like projects are more of like an alternative to internships. So if you can find like internships definitely talk about more about your internships, and this is what people like interviewers focus more like most about like on your resume. They don't really ask you about projects, but like definitely during like I guess like those like ATS screening, like they would look at your projects, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think about AI taking over jobs then? Because as someone who works sort of in this field,
Yeah.
what's your opinion on that?
I actually got this question a lot in our program,
Hmm.
and then I do have like like I do have like a standard question like answer for it, because like our professor also talked about it. And I also got this question in one of my interviews, so very
Oh,
grateful. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess just to for the sake of answering it, I think it's not going to take like at least for like from our program's perspective, we don't think it's going to take a lot of jobs if you're like a BA students, but it depends on how you define BA. So basically, a lot of people, if they only focus on the simple coding like SQL language or like Python language, like those like simple enough that like today's like ChatGPT can just like run it, that would definitely replace those. But our program focuses a lot on human connection, on communication, on like the human side basically. And
mm,
we have like and a lot of our roles involve like project management. It's basically like I said earlier, it's about learning about the industry. It's about having those like domain knowledge. So that's something um like I do think it's not gonna be replaced by AI. And it's also I mean, I'm also like a lot of professors told me about this, because um AI is basically there to help you ask questions. It's about helping you boost those like efficiencies, but ultimately, oh no, wait, did I say AI? No, AI is about helping you to boost those like efficiencies, that those like manual processes, and then you can basically automate them. But it's up to the people about how to ask great questions. It's about where to go next. It's about making those high level strategic initiatives um, that that is later going to be basically sort of made more efficiently by AI. So like we ask, so basically you have those domain knowledge,
mm,
so you wouldn't be so worried about being replaced by AI, because um, AI couldn't help you to guide your business. You know, it's not about they can only support you. They can like you can use AI to build like a data visualization, see where the market is going, but it's ultimately up to the stakeholders, like the leadership or like the project managers, to sort of interpret those patterns and make ultimate decisions. So that's why I think it's very important that, you know, I'm also very grateful that our program focus a lot on the product side as well. um, yeah, and then it's also about finding jobs, because like based on what my like professors have said, you know, the like of course there are a lot of jobs on, like think about like a bell curve. I don't know if you have learned like normal distribution, but like at both ends it's like very flat tail. So like the jobs, even though there might be a lot of jobs on both sides, there's also a lot of competitions. So like basically the outcome will be very flat. So that's why like think of engineers, a lot of engineering jobs, but like think about how many like engineer actually go into the job market every day. No, not like every day, like every year. So like there's a lot of graduates and there's a lot of jobs. So the competition is basically the same. And it's also the same on the product side. If you are focusing solely on like PM, like project managers, and then you don't really know about like technical side. That's why like the success rate of finding a job is pretty low on both sides. But if you look into the middle where it's business meets technical like domain like data driven technicals, basically that's where um, our program would all want our students to be in the center,
Mm.
where of course there are a lot of jobs, but it's very hard to find someone that has like a lot of business domain knowledge and also know about the technical stuff. It's like you basically replace both sides, or if not, you connect the both sides. So like you talk to like PM stuff about product stuff, and then you translate those to like technical stuff, and then you work on with engineers. And it also goes vice versa when you want to translate your technical findings to non-technical stakeholders. So you're like this bridge, and that I think is pretty hard to be replaced by AI. It was like a long answer, but like yeah, simple one is like I don't think so.
That's really relieving to hear, actually, because I know a lot of people around me, especially ones that are ready to go into university.
True.
They are pretty scared about
Yeah.
AI advancing this fast. But
Yeah.
as you said, I think it's mostly about understanding your field and
Mhm.
using it as a tool to
Yeah.
improve productivity, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It's
Okay.
basically think on top of AI. Like AI can do only like one or two, but like you know where to go, like three or four steps
Mm.
later. So like think ahead of AI. And of course, like you also need to learn about AI, learn about how to use it, learn about like how it's built, right? It's about understanding this field, but like not being scared about it, and then you just like you're not gonna get out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So would you say it's a very important skill to understand how to use AI as a tool in basically every field right now?
Yeah. I do think like and we're talking about AI, we're talking about like big data stuff. I do think it's a very, very competitive advantage for companies to like utilize AI and like these like very advanced technologies in their like operation. And this is like I've read like tons of articles about like traditional companies trying to transform it into like an AI driven AI data driven company, and it does takes a lot of time, but like ultimately I do think that is like the big trend of like if you want to stay in this field and really be like the leader of your industry, because like I've seen like some companies, they say they're going to become like data driven, but like mostly they use data to prove what they already thought is going to happen. So that's not like data driven, because like data driven is you don't know what's going to happen, and then you utilize like AI and then like data stuff, and then to try to find out what's going to happen, like and then try to support your decision making. It's not about like justifying your decision making. So yeah, so going back, so yeah, I do think it's a very core competition for all of the companies to learn about AI, to actually utilize AI to help with their operations. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for the response. I think a lot of people will definitely find that very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Sure.
want to ask you where you see yourself in 10 years. Like
In 10 years.
what would be a dream life for you in 10 years?
Wow, 10 years. I actually got like one question in my interview about like how I see myself like in like 5 years,
Oh,
like professionally. But
mm,
like 10 years, wow. I guess just for the first half, 5 years, I'm
mm,
thinking of becoming like a business analyst or like data analyst or like data science, the scientist in like a large like company. I guess like to have basically, because like I gotta be honest, like nowadays like the job market is it's pretty insane in the US. So I guess just for the first 5 years, I want to find like a stable job,
Mm.
and then of course high pay is good.
Yeah.
and then I want to continuing my interest in data analysis, um, and then maybe like professionally, because like basically you move up the ladder, right? You start with like associate, you go like senior level, and I think 10 years I will be somewhere in the manager role of like a team, not like those like C-suite, but it's just like a manager, I guess, like at a big tech company. That's
Mm.
where I want to be. And then physically, I want to be in the Bay Area, San Francisco or like San Jose. Yeah,
Mm.
somewhere. Yeah, I like California a lot.
Mm.
More than New York. Sorry for those fans of New York. But yeah. And what else? 10 years, I will be like 33, so I might get married or married or not. I don't know. Yeah, that's more personal, I guess. It's not.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sort of professionally. Yeah, I'll be yeah, manager of like a team in a company, or maybe even higher. I don't know.
Yeah,
Actually,
manager would be amazing.
I always try my best. I hope for the best also. Yes.
Well, I hope you get there.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, actually, our time is almost up today, so I think
Okay.
we'll finish up with one final question, which is if you could go back and tell your high school self one thing, what would it be?
Wow. You mean like solve something or like change something?
Um, one advice, I think.
Oh,
One.
one advice. What would I give to myself back in high school?
Mm.
Apply to US early. Apply to US college early, man. Oh, I started everything like AP and like SAT like basically in grade 11, like the last year. Like I did like five like no like four APs in the year, and then also my SAT at the same time. So
Mm.
like that year I was like totally stressed out, bro. I was like literally stressed out. Yeah. So definitely, I would like start much earlier, like maybe like grade eight, if not like grade nine.
Mm.
And another, I think it's the same advice, like on the same page is like seek information, seek advice from others as well
Mm.
about like application to US. So it's basically yeah, so it's basically proactively um planning for your future,
Mm.
proactively planning for your future, and like be like prepared for it, and then like actually dedicate yourself into your chosen path, I
Mm.
guess. Yeah.
Okay. So also like talk to alumni, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
talk to like higher graders.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
Actually, I do have one last question
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
would.
of course. No problem. Go ahead.
So I want to ask you what else you think is important for our younger generation right now,
Mhm.
in like a simple in simple words, like description, specifically on what type of career they should choose, but more so like what they should try to focus on in this age of AI.
Um, I think personally,
Mm.
everyone should just pursue whatever field they are interested in,
Mm.
even though realistically, this is not really going to happen, even for me as well. Um, like I used to want to be like a woodworker when I grow up, start my like own like wood construction like company. But like
Mm.
anyways, yeah. I guess yeah, because we're in the age of AI. I definitely think taking courses that's more technical will really help.
Mm.
Like STEM related courses, STEM major is definitely it has like always been like a big area for like people. especially for like Asian students. But yeah, but of course, at the same time, as I've said, um, if you can, if you could, maybe like learn about your potential industry you actually want to get in, because no matter what major you choose, you ultimately have to choose the industry, because every industry might have something to do with your major. Data analysis can be performed in retail, can be performed in finance, can be performed in supply chain. So it's about learning ahead of time, like knowing about, or just like reading some articles about your future role, and what industry it is, and trying to, I guess, if you can, like network with people, talk to people about it, talk to people who are like in this field already about it, so that you actually know about this field, that like better than any like your peers, so that would make you stand out, in college, or like in later on, like job seeking stuff. And it's also to help you not be replaced by AI. Yeah,
That is a very important point. Don't get
yeah,
replaced. Yeah.
yeah.
And I wanted to also point out about what you said on the importance of pursuing STEM nowadays,
Hmm.
which is why we've actually, me and Lucas, we started the Futurvia Minds Society, which
I see.
provides free STEM education for everyone.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Well,
actually a great thing for you guys to do. It's like it not only isolates you guys from the rest of like the applicants, making you guys special,
mm,
but at the same time, like you are also doing great stuff. So yeah, that's really
it's a
good
win.
stuff. Yeah, it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Uh,
much for your time
yeah.
today.
Thank you as well. Thank you for your time. I
Yeah.
know we're in the same time zone and it's pretty late.
Which
Yeah.
time zone are you in?
Oh, I'm in California, so it's same
Oh,
time zone. It's 8 p.m.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of late now.
Yeah, yeah. I know you also have like study to do, so yeah. Good
Yeah,
luck
you
with
did
that.
healthy, right?
I mean, I don't have any courses now. It's my final semester, so like but I do work, so I still gotta wake up like a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. She get some sleep then.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
should get some sleep first. Get my dinner.
Yeah, go eat, go eat. I gotta go eat too now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. We'll perhaps see you maybe next time.
Yeah. See you. See you. See you. Yeah. Take care. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.